Jordan down. Y'all already know the deal, man. Y'all tuned in to Grape Street TV. This is not a reaction. This is not a review. You know what I mean? This is just a PSA message to the gang culture and the youth and some of you OGs and older cats that don't got a mind of your own. So we finna tap into this message right here and get it in straight up. So you do not gotta go out there, shoot nobody, take nobody life, do things that you don't want to do, you know? If you got an older cat telling you to go do it, then, you know, that's really not your big homie because should nobody have to tell you to go do something. If it's in you, it's in you. Like, you know, you heard of the saying, it's in me, it's not on me. You know what I mean? You have to play your position. Everybody got their own position they play in life, not just in the gang culture. So, you know, if you're not a shooter, you know you're not a shooter. Because if you go do that and harm these people, it's chances that you might get knocked down trying to complete your mission, or you might get caught in the act. And if you don't get caught in the act, it's going to catch up with you. And when it catch up with you, you just don't know which way karma going to come. Straight up. And most of these young G's and these OGs that's sending these dudes out there to throw their life away, they ain't never popped a pistol in their life at a person. You know what I mean? They might have shot in the air on New Year's. You know what I mean? They run around and they hanging in their hood 24/7, which that don't make you a real big homie because, yeah, you got a blue rag, you got a purple rag, you got a red rag in your pocket and in your hood every day. So that really don't tell nobody nothing. All that's telling me is you staying stuck in the cycle. And if you're going to listen to somebody like that you come outside and you see them drinking and smoking, hanging out, doing the same thing since you was a kid. You know what I mean? You ain't never seen these dudes go do no prison bids. None of that. It's a lot of dudes, you know, they knowing in their hood because your homie's supposed to know you. But the big thing to that, if your enemies don't know you, you ain't nobody. Straight up. See, it's a tricky game. So the same dudes that's giving you that push to go do this and go do that. Look, listen to me, pay attention. When you get caught and you go to jail and you hit that county jail, they not going to answer your phone calls. They not going to put no money on your books. I'm talking about the ones that's pointing the finger and trying to send you to do something. The people that's going to be there for you is the people in your pack and your family. Like, these dudes is pushing you to do things that, you know what I mean, that they wouldn't even do themselves. So how you going to listen to somebody to tell you and bring you out your character? You might be a hustler. You might be bringing revenue to the set. And this dude want to call you a mark and say you ain't never did nothing. Guess what? I'm here to tell you, you ain't got to do nothing. You just play your position, play your role. If you're not a shooter, you're not a shooter. You a hustler, you a hustler. You a finesser, you a finesser. You a pimp, you a pimp. Play your role. Don't let these people set you up for failure, because they going to send you upstate. And when they send you upstate, and then if you from like Compton and Watts, or you got a car, guess what? 9 times out of 10, you going to be sailed up with somebody that you call your enemy on the streets. And guess what? They going to have your back way before your homies. See, I done been in situations to where, like, I'm in jail with people I know from the streets, and they not going to bust a grape in a fruit fight, let alone a riot happens. I done been in East Max with people jumping on top of the vending machines, the soda machines, hiding under the bunks and all that. So, you know, these same dudes that's telling you use a mark because you ain't never did nothing, know what I mean, on the streets, they might be real niggas because they running in the pack, they got their pistol on them, know what I mean. When they put you in jail, you don't have none of that. So all these dudes that's out here in the streets and they busting and all that, when they get behind them walls, like, they be turned down, they marked out because most of these niggas don't fight. You know what I mean? They used to going around and terrorizing and doing shit with other people and using a weapon. That's what a lot of people fail to realize, you know? When you sitting up in that place and you sitting back and thinking about, you know what I mean, the things that you could have been doing out there, guess what? They out there doing it. And they done sent you straight to prison because they telling you you ain't never did nothing. So you feeling out of place. But the thing to do is to sit down, regroup, get your mind together, figure out what's your role, play your role. A real big homie, he gonna make sure you got your shit together. He gonna stay on your head. Make sure you on the straight path. Make sure your path ain't turning to the left. You know what I mean? A real big homie, It's gonna teach you how to get some money. He gonna teach you how to, suck a duck and stay out the hood when it's hot. A real big homie gonna teach you the ropes, straight up. Ain't no real big homie gonna point no finger and tell you to go do something. So if you out there thugging with the shooters and you ain't no shooter, get your life right. Go on and pull out now. Get straight. Get right with God. Take care of them kids. Know what I mean? Hug your mama. Love your family. Because that's who you're going to be mourning for when they lock you up and give you that life sentence. Pay attention and listen now before you be sitting in a cell with somebody that got a phone that glorifies the gang culture, and you're going to be watching the same message from a cell wishing you listen. Straight up. Straight facts. It be the same dudes that you think that's your boys, that's your homies, When you walk off, they gonna talk about you. They gonna gossip like hoes. A lot of these dudes ain't got nothing to do with their own life. They ain't never did nothing. They ain't never became nobody. So all they gotta do is talk about the gossip and everything that's going on with somebody else. They don't got enough time, to put some effort into their own life and make something up out of themselves. So they gonna try to pull you down, bring you down with them. Straight up. Them the same dudes, when you go to jail, they gonna try to fuck your girlfriend and put their hand in your pot if you left anything out in the streets. Straight up. It's a tricky, dirty game out here, man. Pay attention. So you can either man up and be a boss, or you can act like a little boy and let the blind lead the blind and get caught up and be doing life sentences like these people you watch every day on YouTube. I know y'all scroll through and see all type of people doing all these crimes and getting all this time. Just make sure that don't be you. Because when the judge hands you down that life sentence, that's it and that's all. You waiting to catch the chain. And when you catch the chain, guess what? You trying to call everybody that you don't burn bridges with. You trying to write letters and you wonder why they ain't writing you back and answering your phone calls, because they not. Even the ones you thought that was your homeboys, guess what? They living their life. They got a family to take care of. They got things to do. They ain't got no time to keep taking care of somebody that's in jail. So if you want to be involved in that type of situation, then, go on and be a little boy. Go on and get out there. Go on and act like a little hoe. Go on and be a whore. Straight up, because that's what you're going to be. The majority of you dudes not built like that. So when you go to prison, guess what? You going to your hand in somebody's back pocket while they walking with your shirt tied up. Straight whore. And a lot of these young G's and OGs wonder why they getting snitched on, told on, because you pushing the youth and the youngster to do something that he ain't built for. And when he get in that interrogation room, he gonna tell on you and everybody else in the hood. So find you something to do. I don't care if it take you 1 year, 6 months, 3 years, 4 years, 10 years, whatever it takes. Do what you gotta do to go to school, get you a job, take some training, do something. Long as you ain't wasting no time. Overcome the bullshit like I did, because I was born when it was, really cracking. And I done had some OGs and some older G's present that type of opportunity for me when I looked at them when they ain't never did nothing, and I probably did way more than them back then. So this message is coming to an end. So make sure y'all tap in, hit that like and that subscribe button. Stay away from these old ass junkies that's dope heads trying to make you do something, man. Straight up. Yeah, I said it, and that's facts, and I stand on it. You know what I mean? Salute the real. Shout out to all the Southsiders, the Bloods, the Crips, everywhere, man. The non-affiliates. Salute, man. Tap in. Stay real. Stay dangerous.